Hello, Aries. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your bonus reading for the second half of February. Welcome to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. This is general as always, guys, so it's not going to resonate with every single person. Please do take from it whatever makes sense for you, your life, your situation, your relationship, and let the rest go. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And I will also have a list of all of the card decks that are used for this reading, Aries. So if you're familiar with my channel, you know that I always start off with some focused messages in the beginning. And we just entered into Mercury retrograde a few days ago, I believe the 17th. And so I really wanted to tap into some zodiac energy, some planetary influences, as well as any vital information that the angels feel need to come through in this reading. I do have some particular questions in mind for this reading, which is a little bit different from what I've normally done before. So lately this is, I believe, the fourth bonus reading I've done, fourth or fifth, and so it's turning out to be average anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour. So it's definitely one of the lengthier reading styles that I've done, but I feel some of you guys are really needing this, especially during Mercury retrograde. So let's go ahead and take a look at that and see what needs to come through here today, Aries. So let's grab some insight from the Barbie Aries Zodiac, and then let's grab an additional card from the Moonology deck. All right, guys, let's do this for this bonus reading for Aries, cross watchers, and anybody else who's been guided to tune in. Angels and spirit guides, please bring forward our very first focus message here for this reading. All right, let's go ahead and grab this one. I'm losing my voice already. We've got water energy coming through. So for some of you, you might be focused on a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces for this particular reading, or a water sign plays a significant role in your life at this time. All right, so let's go ahead and add a Moonology message to this reading, Aries, and let's see what else needs to come forward. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries for this bonus reading. Spirit, please bring forward an additional focus message for Aries at this time. All right, let's see here. Guided to this one here. You're very close to achieving your goal. That's tapped into the gibbous moon energy, Aries. Beautiful, okay? And it could be a water sign that might help you achieve that goal. That's coming through for some of you. All right, so let's go ahead and focus on love and romance for the majority of this reading. Aries, let's go ahead and see what it is that your person is feeling right now in regard to this connection with you. So let's start with the Mystic Moon Oracles here and see where this reading is going to take you. Angels and spirit guides for Aries. What is your person feeling right now when it comes to you? The connection. What are they feeling right now? Oh, wow. Okay, separation. Heartbroken over this separation. They are at a crossroads when it comes to the connection with you. We have summer. So the summer season is reflected here. Aries, something of significance could have happened between the two of you during the summer months. The summer card as well for me taps into the energy of the sun, which in tarot is fantastic. It's a beautiful energy, very happy energy, very positive. But right now, this is where your person is at. This is how they're feeling. They are heartbroken that you guys are at a separation, at a distance. This is very similar in energy for me for the tarot deck of the Three of Swords. Threes, all about communication. And since this is coming through here, there is a potential here that you guys are not speaking. You haven't spoken to each other or even seen each other in a while. There is this crossroads that is reflected here when it comes to how your person is feeling right now. Okay? But look at this. We have a new direction that is being offered So given some time, it could be during the summer months that this individual decides to switch directions in their life, whether that is away from you, Aries, or towards you. We'll have to see how the rest of the reading goes, because if you look at these two cards, for 1 second, they're at a crossroads. They can't make up their mind which direction to go. And eventually they do decide, And isn't it interesting how with that summer card reflected right there, and there's that sun energy off in the distance for your person, especially if this is divine feminine energy coming through here. There is that female figure in that photo. So for some of you, this could be the divine feminine who is switching directions and starting over elsewhere. We do have the Purge card coming through as well. So this person, whoever it is that you are focused on, Aries, they are purging things out of their life that no longer serve a purpose. And part of what it is that they are purging out or releasing might be their attachment to you. That's a possibility here. And then we've got big dreams, followed by mirroring, which is my twin flame card in this deck. So they see you as their twin flame. That's a potential here, Aries. That's how they see you, that you guys might certainly be mirroring each other. So if this is how they're feeling, perhaps you're mirroring off of that, and that's how you're feeling as well. Part of these big dreams here is what it is that they are wanting to walk towards. And in order to get to those big dreams, they need to let go of certain aspects of their life that were not working for them. And then we have ascending, okay? So part of that ascension energy tapped into your person's vibrations here, Aries, is that if there is no movement, there is no contact, no communication, or no hope of working things out with you, then, they're not going to be waiting around forever. They will eventually move forward and find a different direction for themselves to make these dreams happen with or without you. And there is that ascending energy. And if you look, again, very much tied into the energy of the sun. Sun. Okay, they want happiness. They want fulfillment in their life. They don't want to be staying here where their heart is broken over this separation with you, Aries. They want to move beyond that. They definitely don't want to stay there. And isn't it interesting, going back to our focus messages, you're very close to achieving your goal. Those goals might have something to do with these big dreams. And I feel here, your person, this is the energy that they're starting off coming through with. This is how they're feeling right now. Look at the rest of this journey still that they have to go through. So they're not ready to switch directions or move on from you, but this is the possibility of where they're headed if given time. There's just stagnant, no action, no communication from either one of you. Then eventually they will move on and you will eventually move on as well, is what I'm picking up from that. Okay, so let's add some tarot to this, Aries, and let's dig a little bit deeper. What else is your person feeling right now? So this is the Psychic Tarot. Angels and spirit guides for Aries. What else do we need to know here? So yeah, right now they're heartbroken over the separation. What do we have? Wow. We've got a couple cards, a couple of amazing cards coming through here, but they are coming up reversed. Look at this. We've got the Light coming through here, which again represents the sun's energies. But it is coming up reversed here. And then we've got the 9 of Cups. Cups is water. Water came through already, so this person could be a water sign for some of you. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, because that's what this card is picking up off of that energy. Fulfillment of wishes, but it is coming up reversed as well. Okay, so the sun, when it comes up in the reverse, is bringing forward negative energy and somebody who's very sad and depressed. So I'm not surprised, because it's falling right below this broken heart over the separation. And then the 9 of Cups in the reverse is a lack of inner joy and somebody who is just dissatisfied with their life right now. So again, not surprising, because this is how they're feeling right now without you. The 5 of Cups is right after that. So more water energy. Isn't that interesting? Of course, your person doesn't have to be a water sign, but it is coming through here for some of you who are focused on either a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. See, emotional loss is tied into that 5 of Cups. They are definitely feeling the loss of you, the loss of your presence in their life. They're grieving the end of this relationship. They have regrets over what happened here between the two of you. And then we've got the 2 of Wands coming through. This is reflective off of that waiting game. So time is involved here, certainly, because I feel, again, this is where they're at. This is where they ultimately will end up going. Okay, so the journey continues. Because the 2 of Wands is all about plans, making a plan for a better day, a better future, making decisions. So your person eventually will have to make a decision for themselves. Right now, they are at a crossroads, and that's going to take time for them to get beyond that crossroads. We also have the Sacrifice card, which is the Hangman in this deck. And then we've got Solitude, which is Hermit energy. So for some of you, you might be focused on a Virgo that is a part of the Hermit. And believe it or not, this Hanged Man, the Sacrifice card, is tapped into water energy once again. So very heavy water that's being represented in this reading. Wow. So the Hanged Man, it's all about suspension and surrender and self-sacrifice. It is the need to let go and trying to hold on to one's faith, because it's offering you a new perspective, or your person, it's offering your person a new perspective on how to see this situation. It's giving them the enlightenment that they need for clarity on how to interpret what's going on between the two of you. And maybe that's why we've got so many references to the sun. Summer, new direction, ascending, and even this reversed sun card. So many references there. But it's also letting us know that the hard times are phasing out here when it comes to this connection. And eventually it will bring your person peace of mind once they make that decision to get past that crossroads, because they do have to release what is no longer working for them, what's no longer serving them, in order to make more room to receive. And that's what this Purge card is all about as well. So the Hanged Man is confirming that here. Your person might be going through a transformation in their life, gaining wisdom over what's happened here, but being very grateful for the experience nonetheless. They might also be a little bit confused about what direction they should take next. And so that's why I feel they're still over here. Their energies are still lingering right here between the heartbreak of the separation and not being able to quite decide, not yet anyway, what direction they want their life to go. So they need to heal. They are in a place of healing right now and working on leaving the past behind. Okay? eventually they're going to leave the past behind. But this is a work in progress here when it comes to your person, Aries. And so with that solitude card, your person might be a Virgo again, or they might just have the energies of the Hermit in their vibration right now. This is tapped into withdrawal. Somebody who's a loner. They're not ready to engage right now. They are lonely, however, heartbroken over the separation. That much we do know. So they're trying to reevaluate the direction that they want to go next and where they want their life to move forward towards. They're trying to follow their heart, but they're still confused here, I feel. They're trying to go within to figure things out for themselves so that they're not so confused. Now, it's so interesting how part of the Hermit energy is somebody from their past is going to come back. That could be you, Aries, that they want you to return. And the Hermit is all about two people coming back together and working through whatever challenges you guys might have faced. Bridging estrangements is what the Hermit is all about. But right now, maybe your person isn't quite ready for all that and they just want peace and quiet to be able to figure things out for themselves, and that's okay. That's okay if that's what they need right now and that's how they're feeling. And this is something that they want you to understand right now. That's a part of their energies, okay? So let's add to this with some romance angels. Still focusing on your person at this time, Aries. Let's take a look and see what else needs to come through based off of how your person is feeling or interpreting what is in their heart when it comes to you. Yeah, see, I'm not surprised. This is what's in their heart, truly what is in their heart when it comes to this connection. So they want it known that they feel the separation, they feel the distance from you. But look at this, they're calling you in regardless. Calling in your soulmate, prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. This is what they're hoping for. Okay? The card after that is worth waiting for. And so I feel, and isn't it interesting how this Two of Wands is telling you here, Aries, that your person is playing that waiting game. Not necessarily playing, but you know, it's a waiting game here. And so divine timing is at work when it comes to this connection. Divine timing is at play here, but no doubt about it, it's coming through that you guys are at a separation and your person is still heartbroken over this. It has not been easy for them. And again, that reversed sun, you know, they're depressed. They're very sad over what's happened here between the two of you. Okay, so let's move on from that. That gives us a little bit of a better understanding of what your person is feeling right now. So let's go ahead and dig a little bit deeper as to what your person needs you to know. In addition to how they're feeling, what do they need you to know right now? So let's dive into it with the Pining Rose Love Oracle by Calico Moon. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries for this bonus reading. For the viewer, for Aries or cross watchers, what does your person need you to know right now? They're still heartbroken that you guys are not together. What else do they need you to know? What do they need you to know? They're obsessed, okay? They're coming forward with obsession. Obsessed about perhaps wanting you to come back. Wanting to fix whatever's broken when it comes to this connection. They feel that it's fate. That it could be a part of their destiny that they met you and that you guys came into each other's lives. They feel that this is a fated connection here. When it comes to music, they might be hearing specific songs that remind them of you, or you guys could have shared favorite songs together, however way that is coming through here. There are those of you who might be musicians or gifted in that way by way of talent in the music industry, a singer, musician. They're telling you what they need you to know right now, Aries, is that they still love you. Look at this. They see you as a twin flame. So we already had soulmate reference that came through in the first batch of cards. For those of you who resonate more with a twin flame bond, it's right here, right next to the card that says I love you, followed by phone call. So they really are thinking about calling you, reaching out to you, and or maybe, Aries, they want to hear from you. Maybe they're waiting for that phone call from you. Wow. So, what does your person need you to know right now? That they still love you. They see you as a twin flame. They want to hear your voice. They want to reconnect. They want that phone to ring and have you be on the other side. Okay, so let's add to this with the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon, since we do have that Twin Flame card that came through. Angels and Spirit Guides for Aries for this bonus reading. What else? What else do we need to know here? But so interesting how we had so many references to the sun. And then when it came to the tarot message, it came up reversed. And that's because they're so incredibly sad and depressed, truly depressed and heartbroken because you guys are not together. What else, please, for Aries for this bonus reading? For the viewer, what does your person need you to know right now? Justice, that there is a soul contract that the two of you share, okay? For some of you, that Justice card, it does represent Libra. So this could be your person. This is the need for honesty, the need for balance, the need for the truth. And if that was an issue with your relationship because somebody wasn't coming forward with the truth, or they were keeping secrets or telling lies or being deceptive, whether it was you, Aries, or this person, the truth is coming out now. This is the need for two people to be able to understand each other better, to be able to see things from the other person's perspective, to see things from both sides. And if you guys were arguing before and maybe it was very difficult to have good communication here, this is something that needs to be worked on, because there's definitely a need for balance here when it comes to the two of you. You can find harmony in your relationship if this is something that you're both willing to work on, to balance those scales in this connection. Because again, there's a need to move forward here, but it comes with a decision. So if you remember from the first batch of cards, we had that stalemate, crossroads energy. And the Justice card is here because your person is wanting to move forward. They know that they have a decision to make. They still love you. But perhaps, there's that element of uncertainty as well. They're not quite sure if this is ultimately all going to work itself out. So they're in the planning stages right now of trying to have everything ready for them to move forward on their own if they have to. But I feel here that they would prefer to move forward with you and have that ascension in this relationship together rather than on their own. But they are prepared, I feel, for either scenario. It's just that they're afraid to go ahead and take that first step and make a move and make that decision to get them to switch directions if need be. And that's understandable because they're still very much tied to your connection. Look at this, obsession. They're obsessed possibly with the thought of still having you come back. The potential for a reconciliation, again, which is a part of the energy of that hermit. We do have the Nine of Wands coming through here. Trials and tribulations. That Wands energy is fire. Leo, Sagittarius, and of course your very own energy, Aries. So this is you. This is a part of your vibration. Knowing that you guys haven't had the easiest journey together, and you have been through those trials and tribulations as indicated by that card. But when it comes to the Nine of Wands, there's that element of resilience and persistence, and no matter how hard the road has been, I feel your person isn't quite ready to give up on you. They're not going to give up on you. Look at the next card. We've got the Ten of Cups. Contentment and joy. So there we are with more water. We're back to Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces with that card. Some of you guys could have certainly been married and your relationship is going through some difficult challenges here. But for those of you who are not and don't resonate with that, this is the ultimate achievement here by way of this contentment and joy and happiness and fulfillment when it comes to this connection. And ultimately, this is what your person needs you to know, that this is still what they're holding on to. And perhaps that's what's tied into the energy of that obsession. They're still obsessed with picturing a future life with you and finding happiness in this connection because they still love you. They still love you. Plain and simple, Aries. The Ten of Cups is very happy energy. Look at this. We've got the Three of Pentacles, which is Earth. So for some of you, it is a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. We already have the Virgo with the Hermit coming through. And this is about two people that need to be working as a team to be able to collaborate and work on this partnership. One person can't do it alone. Yes, they love you. They're coming through letting you know that here, Aries. And if you love them too, then you'll be willing to work on this partnership along with this person. They need you to be a part of their team. We have the Two of Wands, which is more fire. And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles coming through right after that. Okay, so planning and decisions, more planning, more decisions tied into that Two of Wands. But there is progress that can actually be made here if the two of you, as I mentioned, can work together to create that progress and get things moving in the right direction. And then we've got the Nine of Pentacles here, which is more earth. This is somebody who's alone right now. Independent, solo. They're not with you. You guys are in separation. So just like the Hermit, it's somebody who is alone right now, whether by choice, whether due to unforeseen circumstances, due to the separation, however this is playing out, they're not with anybody right now. They don't want to be with anyone else but you. They love you. They want you. They want to be able to build a life with you. That's the reality of it, Aries. That's where your person is coming from here. So let's grab some dialogue here. This is the 5D Love Messages Oracle deck by Calico Moon. What does your person need you to know right now when it comes to this connection? So we'll grab a few from this deck, Aries. Let's take a look and see. What do they need you to know? What does your person need you to know right now? I'm feeling a magnetic pull toward you. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Next message, I'm unsure of your feelings for me. You know, and that's what's keeping them at that crossroads, unable to make a decision one way or another. Because they're still very much attached to you. The love is still here, but they are at a crossroads. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I move on? Next message. I see you in everyone I meet. They look for you in every person that they see throughout their day. Things remind them of you. Again, something as simple as hearing a song on the radio that reminds them of you, Aries. And they could be, you know, something as simple as going out to eat for dinner with some friends or whatever. And they see you and other people that are there because they're constantly thinking about you. They're obsessed with the thought of you. Next message. Things just got too emotional for me. So your person could certainly be a very emotional person to begin with, Aries. And whatever it is that went down between the two of you that brought you into separation, they couldn't handle it. So if this person actually walked away from the connection, perhaps that's why this is coming through and they're acknowledging that. Next message. You have been on my mind. You sure have. Constantly, I feel, 24/7 with that obsession card coming through. They think about you all the time. Let's grab a couple more. Look at this one. My feelings for you are intense, followed by I miss our conversations. They certainly do, Aries. They really do. And perhaps that's why they really want you to call and reach out. Especially if you guys spoke over the phone quite a bit when you guys were together before you went into separation, and they miss those times. They miss that interaction, the conversations, Aries. Okay, so this is what they want you to know right now. That's a part of where your person is at. All right, so let's move on and let's grab some future energies when it comes to this connection. I'm guided to pull from, let's go ahead and grab some Pining Rose Volume 2 Twin Flame Ascension cards by Calico Moon. And for those who do not resonate with a twin flame bond, you don't have to take that. But for those that do, it's certainly coming forward that there is a twin flame connection here. So angels and spirit guides, please bring forward some future energies for this connection. Some future energies tied into this connection, please, for Aries, for this bonus reading. What are the future energies for this connection? Look at that. A beginning. A new beginning here, Aries. We also have respond. And this next card is so interesting, guys. Quenched, okay? The very first focus card, as you remember, is water. What quenches our thirst is water. So for those of you who identify with connecting with a water sign. I feel it's very heavily represented here. And look at these two beautiful roses that are here. Your person might be coming towards you with flowers. And part of that quenched energy is bringing life back to something that could have died. Certainly a relationship that had no life to it. And it's now being quenched and brought back to life with that new beginning. Respond. It's like there's that phone call. Pick up the phone. Respond to texts, voice messages, emails, letters, whatever it is. This is a conversation between the two of you that needs equal reciprocation from both of you to be able to respond and understand each other. We also have contemplation. Okay, so it's understandable for you guys to be in that place where you still need a little bit more time perhaps to think about things so that you end up making wiser choices, getting you away from bad choices and the wrong direction that you guys may have been traveling before. So if part of welcoming in that new beginning is to really think about things before you dive in, that I feel is a part of what's going on here, moving towards future directions for the both of you, Aries. But look at all these flowers that are represented here. It's so beautiful. Love it. Let's grab a couple more. What are the future energies for this connection? Struck. Look at that. Cupid's arrow strikes Aries. Love it. So I feel future energies wise, Aries, the two of you have the capability of working on this partnership. A new beginning. And struck. Love it. So let's add some tarot to this and let's see what else we can add to this for future energies. Angels and spirit guides for Aries for this bonus reading. What are the future energies for this connection? Please bring it forward at this time. For Aries, please. Future energies for this connection. Oh, wow. The Magician. A rekindled romance, Aries. Okay. So that's a beautiful card to be falling right below beginnings because the Magician is ready to take action. Okay. Your person, I feel, or this could be you too. It is air energy. So some of you guys might be thinking about a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, but this Magician truly is somebody who's ready to take action and take charge, not afraid to go after what or who it is that they want. And they want you, Aries. They're obsessed with the thought of you. Again, a rekindled romance. This is somebody who's ready to follow their heart and get what they want in love and romance. This is a positive outcome here between the two of you. That is a beautiful energy. And it's so interesting how this is the need to switch directions, okay? Because it's so important for you guys to be traveling on a different road this time around. The way you guys were traveling before was not good for you and your relationship. And this is giving you the opportunity to switch directions towards a better future. A much better future. We have the Knight of Wands coming right after that, which is fire. That's a part of your own energy there, Aries. Okay, this knight is coming in very passionate, full of energy. This could be you charging towards your love, towards your person. It's interesting how we have the devil coming through here as well. Now remember, we had the obsession card come forward earlier, which is very much tied into that devil energy. And there are those of you who could have certainly dealt with addictions that were intertwined with obsessions. And so if that's something that was an issue in your relationship, it's coming through here at this time because it definitely needs to be addressed in order for you guys to move forward and have a more solid foundation in your relationship. But the love, part of the energy of the devil is that you guys still have love for each other. Even though you went into separation, this is also the desire to come back together and have a second chance at love, to start over. And here it is. There's your beginning. That is your beginning right there. You have the Seven of Coins right after that, which is the Seven of Pentacles. So that's Earth. More Virgo references, and Capricorn and Taurus, of course. The Seven of Pentacles is all about hard work and perseverance and diligence. And I feel you guys have worked very hard to be able to manifest this connection back towards reconciliation here. This is what the future has in store for you and this person. That is what they have in store. Let's see what else. What other future energies for Aries when it comes to this connection? Angels and spirit guides. What other future energies? But yeah, Cupid's arrow strikes this connection. You guys have a new beginning. Okay, we do have the Eight of Swords, so we have more air energy coming through here. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. That Eight of Swords, it's interesting because it's all about isolation and imprisonment. You both know what it's like to be alone. So these things are coming through. The Devil, the Eight of Swords, with the negative aspects of what they represent, certainly, but it's also lessons that are coming through here to remind you guys of where you've been so that you can avoid the pitfalls of the energies of these cards moving forward. And the Eight of Swords, it's self-victimization, you know, so these are things that you can avoid, and gaining the wisdom to be able to avoid those things. Because as this card states, you're very close to achieving your goal, and you're not going to allow any sort of negative energies or experiences to prevent you from getting to that end goal, whatever it is. Well, ultimately, part of that goal here is to reconcile with your person. And this is truly what they're wanting, is to bridge the gap between the two of you to have this beginning with one another. They're telling you, no doubt, they still love you. The love is still there. There's no one else that they would want in their life aside from you, Aries. And if you feel the same, then you guys can certainly manifest a reconnection here. So let's add to this with some additional dialogue with the Divine Love and Separation deck by Fire Witch Tarot. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Aries for this bonus reading. Focusing on your person as well as yourself, Aries. Let's take a look and see what it is that you guys would want to say to each other at this time. So some of these messages could be how you're feeling, and certainly coming from your person as well. So take whichever ones resonate with you. Angels and spirit guides for Aries for this bonus reading. Who needs to speak up here? Who needs to speak up? Okay, let's grab the bottom card. All right, what do we have? I see nostalgic already. All right. First message. Okay, I ghosted because I couldn't handle what I was feeling. So somebody ghosted the other here, whether this is you, Aries, whether it is your person. At that time, they felt, or maybe you felt, the need to ghost this individual, especially whoever it was that couldn't handle what was going on in the dynamic of the relationship. Next card, excuses. I keep coming up with excuses on why I shouldn't reach out. And that is perhaps why they haven't gotten that phone call from you, or vice versa. And it could certainly be tied into fear, just the fear of rejection, the fear of reaching out, the fear of not knowing what to say, or just the unknown of how things would ultimately go if you guys started talking again. Next message is nostalgic. Thinking of our convos makes me smile. So even though someone's afraid to reach out, the past conversations you guys have had were actually really good, and you are, I feel, very compatible. You guys have great conversations, and that already came through earlier with this card. I miss our conversations. And so they feel very nostalgic about it. Next card. I feel like I have a nervous breakdown when someone brings you up. So, you know, your person at this time might not even be ready to hear your name or have anybody ask about the two of you, you know, because if you remember going towards the very beginning of this reading, this was the very first card that came forward. They're still heartbroken. This is a part of how they're still feeling over the separation. It's not easy. So they're still going through some difficult, challenging emotions here tied into the connection with you. Next card. You have been the lantern to my darkness. Okay, remember all of those references to the sun. You represent the sun and that illumination for this person in their heart. Next message. I've been intensely feeling your energy. So you guys, despite the distance, could certainly be connecting in the 5D. Okay, and last one. It's not you, I just have commitment issues. Okay, so whoever it is that had commitment issues, especially when you guys were together the first time around, it is being acknowledged here. So whether this is you, Aries, with the commitment issues, or it was your person, it's coming through here that this is a part of the dialogue that needs to be addressed and talked about. Clearly, you guys miss talking to each other and interacting, still thinking about one another, still feeling drawn to each other. What's coming through here for future energies is that you can rekindle the spark in this relationship. You know, you can renew this. You can have a new beginning. Romance can be a part of this love connection once again between the two of you. So if you don't want it to be over, Aries, it does not have to be. And you guys have to, as the cards earlier pointed out, you need to be able to collaborate on your partnership for both of you to create that ascension of moving forward with each other. Okay, so let's close this out with some final guidance from the angels through the Lover's Oracle deck. For Aries, please, for this bonus reading, angels and spirit guides, some final thoughts. either from you, Aries, or from your person. What is in your heart? What is in their heart? Let's see what comes through here. Some final thoughts for this connection. Manifesting miracles. Wow. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Exactly, Aries, because what's coming through here, honestly, is, and as the heading of this particular card, manifesting miracles, that's huge. Because when we manifest miracles, more than likely, you guys have been through a very difficult period to where you feel that you need that miracle. Miracles don't happen every day. And sometimes they don't happen at all. But it's coming through here for you and your person, Aries. And that your dream is soon to become a reality when it comes to this connection. You can have a new beginning. You can bring it back to life. This is something that needs to be nurtured and cherished if given the opportunity to reconnect. And I feel that you've had enough references in this reading to let you know that that's all possible. So yeah, continue to trust your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your instincts. That is a part of that hermit energy that came through earlier. Trust in the journey. Trust in the process of where you're both at right now. This is a process that cannot be rushed. So, you might have to have some patience to see this unfold in the way that you're wanting this to come through for you. And I feel, based off of the energies that are here for this reading, Aries, there's a really good chance that you and your person can ultimately reunite and make this work and build a future together and actually find true happiness with one another moving forward in the future. All right, so ultimately beautiful reading, Aries. The love is still here. All right, so that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. Whatever part of this reading resonated with you, I do hope that it offered you some clarity when it comes to your person. And if you are interested in your own personal private reading at this time, all of that information is down below in the description box. I thank you guys so very much for being here, and I will see you next time. Take care.